are 6 exciting Emmerdale spoilers for next week, including wedding escape plans, a cancer diagnosis, and an intruder scare. Don't go anywhere. Spoiler 1, John prepares to escape. On his wedding day to Aaron, John worries that he'll be arrested for Nate's murder. John then hears from Kane that the lake has started to be dredged. Planning to escape quickly, John packs his bags but is caught by Aaron, who puts it down to pre-wedding jitters. John waits for Aaron to leave and continues with his escape plan. However, he then hides near the lake and receives a loving text from Aaron. Watching the workers cancel the dredging of the lake, John proceeds with the wedding. Spoiler 2, John visits Aidan. John's not ready to breathe a sigh of relief yet though, as he bumps into Kathleen in the village, who's housing that Aidan has woken up from his coma and is asking for John. Worried that Aidan might ruin the wedding ceremony, John agrees to pay Aidan a visit. Aaron watches John head to the hospital with Kathleen and follows him, worried. Aaron sees John talking to Aidan and thinks John's still in love with him. He then calls off the wedding. With John watching Aaron drive off, will the wedding go ahead? Spoiler 3, the wedding drama continues. John tries to then talk Aaron back into marrying him, but Aaron's decision remains a mystery. Belle, Vic and Chaz try to cover for the missing grooms at the Woolpack as they await for them to show. The wedding ceremony goes ahead as Aaron chooses Paddy to fill in as his best man due to Mac's mysterious absence. But will they say I do? And 2 villagers are feuding in our next spoiler, so stay tuned to find out who goes head to head. Spoiler 4, Joe versus Billy. A social worker turns up at home farm following a safeguarding concern, but confirms that no further action is needed. Joe realises though that he needs to put in a lot of effort to make things right with Clemmy, but this is only made more apparent when she goes missing when he's meant to be watching her. Billy then advises that Dawn and the kids move out of home farm and away from Joe, but Dawn doesn't want to. Billy then suggests that Dawn still has feelings for Joe. With Dawn tired of arguing with Billy, Joe conjures up a plan. Spoiler 5, Lewis wants answers. Ross goes out kayaking with Lewis but secretly takes his house keys. Ross then asks Mac to steal Lewis's plants while he's out distracting him. Mac then finds a huge cannabis farm in the attic. Lewis then gets a phone intruder alert and asks Ross why Mac is in his house. Lewis agrees to let Mac go from the house as long as Ross tells him the truth about how Emma died. And finally, spoiler 6, Sarah receives her cancer diagnosis. Sarah receives her biopsy results alone at the hospital and finds out she has cervical cancer in the early stages. Jacob then spots Sarah at the hospital and finds out about her diagnosis and is concerned over her continued hopes to have a baby. Jacob suggests that Sarah's selfish for wanting a baby, explaining the impact losing a parent could have on a child. He's then left in a difficult situation when he finds out he's the only one who knows about the cancer and IVF plans. But what will he decide to do with this information? And if you enjoyed this week's Emmerdale spoilers, subscribe so you can come back next week for more village news.